Assalamu alaikum dear students, it is nice to see you back. Let's talk about your today's lesson and videos. As you know, in previous video I mentioned that next video we're going to talk about the vertebrates. So let's talk about vertebrates in more details. As you're seeing, we're going to talk about these objectives. First, we will talk about the vertebrates itself. Then we will classify the phylum vertebrates. As you are seeing this picture, you may understand that the vertebrates are the most common animals that you can see, and you are well familiar with them. It means you have seen them in most environments. From the extant species like dinosaurs, that they are also related in some kinds of the vertebrates. Then for the present species, mainly you can find them in most of the habitats on land, in water, and in air. So let's talk firstly about the vertebrates. What is the meaning of vertebrate and which kind of animals are the vertebrate animals? As you are seeing these pictures, you can find that there are a fish, a cow, a chicken, crocodile, a cat, and also an elephant. What is the most common feature between these animals? That they are all called vertebrate animals. So let's talk about it. Vertebrates, as you know, the vertebrate animals are a driven name that shares the feature and characteristics of these animals. So the vertebrate animals are those animals that they possess a vertebral column. What is the vertebral column? In the definition of the vertebral column, we can say that it is composed of vertebra. What is vertebra? It is a series of separate, irregularly shaped bones joined together to form a backbone. As you are seeing these animals, the backbone is a protective structure that makes the horizontal shape of these animals. So let's talk about these animals in more details. For now, you understand what is a vertebrate animal. But let's talk about the distinguishing points that they are obvious inside a vertebrate animal. Mainly, the vertebrate animals share some distinguishing features. That one of the most and important feature that they share with each other is the backbone. It means the animal that you see is a cow. Cow is one of mammalians, and these creatures are related to vertebrates. The most distinguishing point in characteristics of the vertebrates is this, that they are composed of backbones. So the backbone, as you see, they will stabilize the structure of the entire organism's body in order to maintain a suitable shape to carry out different functions. Another important and distinguishing feature that you can see inside the vertebrate animals is their external body structure. As you can see the external feature of this cow, if you want to understand the bilateral symmetry definition, it means that you can separate the animal into two similar and equal parts. For example, 2 eyes, 2 hands, 2 legs, and many other regions. One of the most important features in vertebrates is this, that they possess 2 pairs of joint appendages. It means their 2 legs and 2 hands, the anterior region and the posterior region that surrounds the animal to carry out the entire body. One of the most distinguishing part that you can find within these animals is their nervous system. It means they are possessing a complex nervous system that will help the animal in order to regulate the different body's functions. Another important thing is this, that these animals have closed circulatory system. As you're seeing the heart supposed to be a closed circulatory system that circulates the blood, which is composed of hemoglobin pigment, the red one, and it circulates and irrigates the tissues in order to maintain different functions and received ATP by the hemoglobin and blood circulation system by the animal. So the mainly thing, an obvious thing that you can see in this picture, and which is the most obvious and distinguishing feature of the vertebrates, is this, that they are composed of complex tissue organs. It means that you're seeing the external features and internal features, they are quite diverse and they are complex in their structure and function. So these are the distinguishing points that all vertebrate animals share with each other. The backbone, the bilaterally symmetry, two pairs of appendage, brain and nervous system, and the final one, the organ system. For now, you understand the meaning of vertebrates or the vertebrate animal, and you know the most of their distinguishing features or characteristics that they share with each other in common. But in this slide, let's talk about the classification of the vertebrates. In vertebrates, we can find mainly 5 major groups. 1. The fish, that they live in aquatic environments. The amphibians, that they live in both aquatic and land habitats. The reptiles, that they live in most of habitats, the lands, and also they use aquatic environments also. The birds, that they fly. And the final one, the mammals that you are seeing. These are the classes or 5 major groups of vertebrates. So I will see you on each of these classes on next video. Thank you so much. See you on next video.